Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
Well, that can laugh the government, all the ministers in the government can laugh. They don't put also everything they say, they don't say the truth.
People of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. It's Face the Issue on Kings FM. John Anthony April Godson William, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You never want to say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
And the government need to really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure. The council even they could just be getting $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give $1 million. You're imbalance.
If I were president of this country, I should go out show you his wonder. You're not believe it. We told you for what? You're a footballer.
Yeah.
A football the very country. A football being medicine head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen to yesterday because she's from Harvard University.
Yeah.
What will the board do for you? No passion for development. Then we move Joshua, we put the millions men in the whole world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me.
Connections there, you not get it.
Yeah, no connection.
Yeah. Just say that Doma, all kind of things that just happen here. No heat, no tea.
When he was 12 years old early, Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in a garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
He does not have that contact.
The standards got a trap for Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Liberia to where. And said the way forward is a Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and you know where he's just taking all kind of way, Boyka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went, some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, Bagati thing, they did a resolution that passed. Yeah, because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All that they almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. But when I went to Kum, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Boyka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not to run with them.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving about for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of Omer, and he wants to persecute us. He does going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you to help you with lawyer, your partner said, go look for lawyer. It was from Kun offered, my own son offered that I went and found a resolution. I'm not saying that why you did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Baga send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move.
Correct move. I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is. I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischief from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trickled, happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Waka himself, spurred into actions. There was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Waka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, they made the chairs of their partisans. They failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we admit these are difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Bwaka are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with the spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not found in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better homeland for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
When we were there, the Buaka, we used to go to him, even fee Buaka because of his title. Make him comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing? You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie.
But you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos time, I kept the peace. Chancellor time, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic, and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, tenant position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we're in opposition. Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson said, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagree and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest and we protest. We went to Ellen and she understood that. She came on the table and we
have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens. Yes. While millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. For seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Pinsville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Buaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes, and it will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is straight ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and the common people.
Thank you. So, again, Honorable Chairman, great. I want to say thank you to you, Liberia, who came out today. I want to say thank you to our motorcyclists, to our truck cyclists. We want to say thank you. Thank you that you stood with us. You defeated all of the lies. And let me say this to you, Mr. President. We promise that until you receive our petition, we will not present our petition to any criminal. We are aware that Richard Koo is a role, and we will not present our petition to him. To you, Mr. President, your people collected over 14 million from 4 Morobo people. That is the highest level of evil I have ever seen in my entire life. You promised to provide job for our motorcyclists. You took away the only means of livelihood. You beat them, you killed them. You have arrested over 10,000 motorcyclists. You are bringing a different police station and schools and temples. We are here to challenge you. Your next rule is enough is enough. We are come to say enough is enough. We the motorcycle are come to say enough is enough. Amanda, thank you so much. Mr. Chairman, I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you ever so much. Give it on the attention, please. People struggle. Whoa. Just about that. Whoa. Boo. Just about that. Boo. Just about that. Boo. Thank you very much. You want to put a hands together for yourself, please. Thank you. We want to say thank you very much for showing up to the young people across the 17 electoral districts of Massachusetts County. We want to speak to you, to our young women and girls. One man who happens to be the Minister of Internal Affairs, he raped a lady. Today he's still the Minister of Internal Affairs. Process humanly has not been investigated. Joseph Parker came here. He led to us that you'll get multitude of jobs. Young people graduating from University of Liberia, other universities, no job. No program for young people. We want to say to you, we are happy today that we have come here. But we have come here, like the chairman said, to present a petition to Joseph Parker. If Joseph Parker does not show up, we will not present our petition to anybody. And we are emphatic about it. And we want to say to you, the young people of the Youth League, congratulations on your courageous spirit. Today, put your hands together for yourself, young people. They said to you that you are not going to challenge the ring. They keep here the parade with water cannon all over the place. But where are they now? They're gone. We challenge Gregory Como. You have killed enough people. You kill young people in your job. But we challenge you, if you shoot one bullet here, you experience the consequences. If you shoot one bullet here, we reply to you. We are not police. We are here to challenge you. So the big body are making want you to come here. The big body are making want you to come here. And we say to you, we will stay here, we will be around. Put your hands together for yourself. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Reactionary terrorism. Reactionary terrorism. First scanner. Rudeness. Violence. Disrespect. Reactionary terrorism. Amanda. Thank you to all of our mothers and sisters who are there in the ring to be here today, so the voices can be heard. We stand here to say we are fed up with the disrespect and brutality against women and children. We are going to raise our voices against our children. There are hundreds of rape cases that are sitting at the ministry agenda and none have been resolved. And the culprit are walking scot-free. cannot leave us, you must leave. And we mean what we say. If we cannot lead us, you must lead. Enough is enough. Thank you to all of the serving special women of Ghana. We commend you for your hard work and we say thank you.
Reading of the petition.
Rape cases in 2024. May we take a moment of silence. Every day in 2024, 9 women and children were raped. That is the average daily incidence of rape cases in 2024. According to the Liberia Minister of Gender, Children and Social Protection, 2,759 rape cases. Is that not a genuine reason we are here for? Yeah. And an important reason we are here for? Yeah. We also remember the survivor of the King George massacre. As they are now Liberians, they were killed and shot in Cape Mount County. We should remember them. So we are here to present Banda. We are here to present the official petition to the people of Liberia. And we expect the government to get this petition from us. We, the suffering masses of Liberia, petition our government on this historic day, July 17, 2025. We, the people of Liberia, students, Maka women, PNP rather, care operators, health workers, teachers, soldiers' wives, rock crushers, rubber tappers, charcoal sellers, civil servants, and everyday hustler in Liberia. Rise as a one voice. We stay united, not in violence, but in peaceful. Hello? We stay united, not in violence. We stand united, not in violence, but in peaceful defiance of injustice, hardship, and betrayal that have wronged our nation. We rise because our backs are against the wall. Our country is broken. Our future is in jeopardy. And our patience has run out. We're tired. Enough is enough. Whereas the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia solemnly entrusts the President, His Excellency Joseph Yiman Boakai, inaugurated on January 22nd, 2024, with the sacred obligation to defend the Constitution, uphold the rule of law, and ensure public accountability. Duties that are the very pillars of peace, justice, and democratic governance. Yet, this sacred duty has been willfully neglected. President Boakai has violated the spirit and letter of this oath by enabling unchecked corruption, shielding wrongdoers, and dismantling the system of checks and balances meant to guard against dictatorship. Amanda. Today, under this leadership, Liberia is sinking deeper into crisis, marked by worsening poverty, rising inequality, rampant lawlessness, and the erosion of public trust. The suffering of the people has reached unbearable levels. The nation is bleeding, and the storm clouds of unrest grow darker each day. Amanda. we can no longer remain silent while our rights are trampled on, our future stolen, our democracy dismantled before our physical eyes. Therefore, we, the suffering citizens of the Republic, issue this petition with urgency and resolve, demanding immediate action on the following critical national concerns. Whereas, since taking the oath of office, President Joseph Boakai has failed to demonstrate genuine commitment to fight against corruption. His refusal to prosecute corrupt officials while personally indulging in extravagant charter flights and a fleet of luxurious Lexus vehicles has sent a dangerous signal to those in power. By choosing personal comfort over national sacrifice amid a collapsing economy, the president has not only failed to lead by example, but has also actively enabled a system where corruption flourishes. This pattern of aiding and abetting fiscal looting among the government elite has created an environment of impunity where public officials enrich themselves at the expense of the suffering masses. Amanda, one count, bad governance, and no rule of law. Whereas Mamaka Belete, a key figure in the administration, is centrally implicated in the Putu iron ore concession scandal, where she is alleged to have exacted undue pressure to approve a US $2 billion deal with Pioneer Group LLC, bypassing the legal role of the National Investment Commission and raising serious governance concerns. Her prior involvement in the controversial yellow machine procurement scandal further reflects a troubling pattern of unofficial influence over major public deals, reinforcing the culture of impunity and backdoor governance at the expense of transparency and public trust. Amanda. Whereas Sylvester N. Christie, Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, has been implicated in serious financial misconduct, has revealed in other reports by the General Auditing Commission, which exposed widespread financial mismanagement, payroll fraud, multiple violations of public finance law at the Ministry of State, approved budget, thousands of unverified salary payment exceeding US $7.9 million. Failure to remit lawful tax and social security contributions, recruiting of ghost employees, and a complete absence of basic human resource control, all occurring during this 10-1 beginning January 2024. Amanda! Whereas More Ali, Managing Director of the Liberia Water Sewer Corporation, has defied legislative orders, inflating project costs, and is accused of misdirecting funds to influence political proceeds. Whereas Rolling Giddens, Minister of Public Works, awarded over US $22 million in road contract to FEEM that failed to improve roads, suggesting mismanagement of pollution. Whereas the Liberia Telecommunication Authority, headed by Patrick Hono, has drawn widespread public criticism for receiving excessively high salary benefit and peaks that stagnated contracts with Liberia prevailing economy hardship, and reports indicate that under this tenure, funds allocated for essential telecom infrastructure and service, improvements have been directed towards luxurious spending, including extravagant travel, upscale accommodation, and high-end personnel expenditure. Action which exacerbate public distrust in government institutions and raise serious concerns among you, the ordinary Liberian people. Whereas Amos Square, Managing Director of the Liberia Petroleum Refining Company and Secretary General of the United Party, stands accused of using LPRC funds to acquire costly government vehicle and channeling operate resources for partisan political activities. Whereas, you want to know who else? Whereas Sekou Bukle, Managing Director of the National Port Authority, is alleged to be involved in a clandestine US $5 million illicit financial transaction with a Chinese businessman, raising serious concerns about corruption and lack of transparency and under his leadership. The NPA has been flown by persistent mismanagement, including operational inefficiency, delayed shipment, and questionable procurement practices, all of which have undermined the Pope's critical role in Liberia's economy and eroded public confidence in institutions. Amanda.
Our government secure all finance of all road networks in the country, major road network, and sign on the Petrolia in 10-year electricity financing, 10 years for the World Bank.
When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the country.
They think they will see this election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
The government, all the ministers in the government, everything they say, they don't say the truth. People of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answers. Face the issue on King's FM. John Anthony April Godson Wayne, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, and we were playing a tournament, beat us today, and we dropped out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You never want to get sense of.
And face the issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. or Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
To you wherever you are. Today is Friday. For this one, TGRL. Thank God it's Friday. And we are here together again to do what we can for our country. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. My name is Superintendent Godson Wayne. I'm right here with you tonight. Together we are going to do what we can alongside our folks in the diaspora. Remember that year that Liberia had its first ever diaspora conference in the United States of America. I guess Prince Sharif and the rest of the other folks must have attended if they were ever extended an invitation. All right, so we are here together. It is very good because Joseph Yumabwaka was there again. You know, always they want to do things to just eat money because he wants to believe that indeed he has a reception of people. But of course, as we are talking, it is not just drug issues on the increase. People are raping people's children. Not just people, but of course, government officials. They are raping people's children. The ones we've known about are the ones that people are crying out loud. But I know if you check among the police force and centers, the police may be hiding some of the rape information involving government officials, because they have demonstrated that to us in the Brian McGill saga. So we know that the police is really managing the issue about the rape information when it comes to government officials involved. But several of them are raping people children from 14-year-old down. That's what they are dealing with. They're not going to 15 years old, 16 years old, 17 years old, 18 years old. No, they're not going to. So they are there strictly 14 years old down. The agriculture ministry is the latest in the West. We are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. Why these wicked things are happening? Tearing down people's palms, just wanting to see blood. When the police goes anywhere, they tear gas people, they want to see blood. Prince Ducle, are you telling me that you are listening via radio Mahabia City? It should be some of the relay stations. Yeah, so Prince is telling us, I'm listening to you via radio. Prince, we are getting there, brother. Thank you so much, and I appreciate that. Those are the kind of things that we're talking about. We are fighting hard to get the extension done. So whatever resources you gave is really, really supportive of the work that we do. So we are very grateful to all of you. You know what makes the great United States of America and so forth here and there strong is this issue about donating, donations. So they always gave, and that's what it is. Just that in Liberia, we don't have a great deal of strength in terms of tax returns. But in America and other places, we don't care to give because we'll get tax returns and all of that. So they don't care to give. And they always giving, donating. That's why you see some of the clothes that you find here, they are donating to Africa. Even the church is requesting. In the church, go there. You'll see the church is also asking you. In other churches that believe in welfare, they will tell you, say, oh, we want to go and help people in the communities. We want for you to donate to this cause. People in the church, they are also asking you to donate to the church so that they can reach out to other people. We are saying donate to us so that we can use the donations to expand the broadcast so that we reach out to other people. Right? So that's it. We are not asking you to give to us like Joseph Boaga would take money, say they must give it to him, he go beg for money for his own pocket. That's not what we do here. We are not taking money to put into our pockets. We are taking money from you to help other people join you in listening to us. That's the difference there. Boaga takes his bearing, his collecting money and putting in a pocket and so forth, sleep on it. That's just Joseph Boaga for you. So we are not like that. We are not like that. So the Boaga children who think whatever it is, we don't beg for ourselves. We beg for people. You come at the station here, you see Israel, but we are saying in the morning hours, all the begging we do is not for us. It's for people. We are not begging for ourselves. We are begging for people. And that's why it ought to be. You got to intervene on behalf of other people. Even if we are to beg for ourselves, not even wrong. But the idea, we choose to prioritize people right over ourselves. Because for the fact that we are here, there are times that we don't take pay here. Yeah, I will be blunt with that. We are challenged here. Because the government has strangulated, and of course, there are other companies there they will not do business with King 7 here and there. Most of those companies and things that what they got to say they want to do. But we don't have time for that. We are managing, we are moving on. We don't have time. So we don't have time for that. We are managing. God is taking us through by your help. Your little support that you gave me, we are moving on. Do we really care about these people? No. But we know for sure when CDC come back to power, the very ugly company then I say they don't want to see us. At the time that they will be their noses, and you know me already, my own more bad. At the time now, I will look at some of them and tell them, say, you better get your ugly setting from here. You just think that time said would not even want to see them. That's one thing for sure. One, they decided to politicize their business houses. And they think that they can politicize it, they should politicize it forever. No matter what it is, they should politicize it forever. There are certain people who have chosen to say, oh, we'll not do business here because of this, that. They will just continue to say they will never do. Even, you don't even know about me. For me, I'm just a different man in the country. That time will come. They will come. They're going to put again with respect, sir. The time like, you must say that you can be politicizing everything. Yeah. So you seen it? So politicize it. Keep doing what you are doing. Yeah. So we are here and we are grateful to the Almighty God. So you try your best to support it. And you saw Andrew on every day, whatever you can give it. And that's it. That's what we'll do. And so we think with God, all things are possible for me. Prince Sherry is here. Oh yeah, bring down. Bring right here. Bring what's up? How's everything with you? Let me put Prince on. Bring a big story right here behind. Yeah. Why do you standing on page of Prince Bush? Oh, we are here big.
So we are here. We have Prince. Then Joseph Bola looking tiny on picture. The rapist, and we are certainly getting there. The rapist, we did put a jet tearing people children. They got it. We get it. And they said that you have me today. And other man who just rape and your money, say, if I do a brother, you not get down, report not getting it to his opinion, I will do what I want to. What do you enter in there? Anyway, whatever you get. Hands up to you, Praise. That's everything.
Yeah, teacher, like we are grateful again to be here, as always. And whenever we have the opportunity to participate in national issue, we see it as a special privilege. We want to thank God for these opportunities. That it is not like yesterday, where people in the diaspora, I remember years back, they decided to use their presence here in the diaspora, collected money, and supported atrocity against our people. Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and others are on record how they collected money in order for them to be able to give it to, warring faction to carry war in Liberia. But we are grateful that our presence here in the United States, we are using it to be able to educate our people, to promote peace, unity, and to ensure that the nonsense that happened yesterday, where people use the soil of the United States, whether be it, intentional or unintentionally, to collect money and, raise, how you call, atrocity on our people, that these things will not happen. And I'm also seriously disappointed with the Diaspora conference that deny me from entering there. The people, they deny me. So, but again, we are here. I thought they said there's a Diaspora conference that is intended for Liberians and, Liberians from all walk of life. But while we are prepared to be able to go there, whether we even have a dissenting opinion or whatever opinion, but I see it as, a complete disservice. And this is not in the spirit of unity, that you will deny a Liberian from going to a diaspora conference, a conference that you say diaspora conference for Liberians, and you will deny another Liberian and say, no, you can't come here, So, but again, we are here, and we are grateful that we are here. Thank you so much. My brother Leo, how's everything, Chief?
Hey, Prince, what's up, my brother? Let me just say good afternoon, good evening, good morning to our listening audience, wherever they are watching us from. It's good to see you, my brother AB. Whenever we are here to talk about our brother issues, we come with passion. I heard you talking about the diaspora invitation, man.
Yeah.
I must say I got an invite, but then the person who gave me the invite, they said, "Oh my man, I get a ticket to somebody." But I understand the rhetorics, whenever you look, Joseph Bola, at the end of the day, whether we criticize him, at the end of the day, if he is in the diaspora, right, he becomes everybody president. So I don't see the need why you will stop me because my views are different from, it doesn't align. Hey, at the end of the day, the guy is in the country who just want to show face, to tell you, say, welcome to the diaspora, welcome to America, but at the end of the day, you tell me, say, oh my man, I gave a ticket to somebody. I don't sweat it, but the people are playing the party politics. Whether Joseph Bola is in America or in Canada, they exposing to certain demographics of people, certain group of people. And so you and opposing views, now you got no stand, you got no shot. But at the end of the day, I didn't gain anything by not going there. I didn't miss anything by not going there. And I told my buddy, I said, I understand the rhetoric, my brother. Keep your ticket. So that's what it is, my man. That's what it is. Sure. We are here to discuss the issue. How you been, Prince?
Yeah, well, we are okay. We are doing great. We are doing fine. Yeah, and as always, we are here. We are here. I know there are several issues we are going to be discussing. Teacher Light, he's between things and trying to take care of other things. Yeah. But I think we can start the discussion. I know this particular week was, a very, 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 I don't know, one would say great week on the other end. And on the other end, one would say, a disappointing week. But I'm very sure that there were issues that you capture during the week. And before Teacher Light come on so that, we can begin the discussion, I know that there are some issues that you want to just, give us your take on during the week. So the floor is yours, sir. The opportunity is yours.
A whole lot. Again, thanks for the opportunity. You know, let me just say once again, hello to our listening audience. Look, our Prince, Liberia right now, you know, we are not only retrogressing, but it's almost, there's no end in sight with this current government right now. There's no end in sight as to whether the people will ever see bread and butter again. Because with the level of poverty that the people are complaining about in our country, my brother, I don't see any kind of hope under a Joseph Boakai government. I mean, at the end of the day, like I was saying yesterday on this particular show, I had called AB. I said, how can you, right, Prince, be so ungrateful to a man who, one, give you life, two, hinder you power. George, we are literally hinder you power. Make you become one of the most powerful men in the country. On a silver platter, he handed it to you. This same man, you turn around, an airport that this guy built, you deprive him from a VIP lounge. And say, okay, I take hands off. My people who are coming to welcome me to the airport just to see that I'm here. You take armed men. No, let's take party politics out of this. But you take an armed man to the airport, say, oh no, we'll deprive your people. You know how many opposition parties that go through that airport left and right, and the people go and welcome them, including you, the sitting president? It's only when a George Weah is appearing in Liberia, then you know chaos is bound to happen. You deprive the man from that. Now you even escalated to try to burn the man house. Look, Prince, man, how much more can you give one man to just chew? Eh? How much hate can you puff up to one man and he keep taking it? And at the end of the day, I don't care how George Weah can be peaceful, right? But there are people that, look, Liberia is so much on a time bomb right now that when certain group of people decide to react, the kindness of George Weah wouldn't even speak to them. I'm telling you, the country has never been this divided, my brother. The country is so divided to a point where if a United Partisan is going somewhere to go eat CDC, can't even talk. Because there are people just on the outlook. But you know, this particular burning of the president house, you know, I was talking to a friend earlier, and he said, "Oh my man, why are you trying to politicize it?" The president has not been home. Prince, you tell me now. The president been away. Only maybe a day after the president arrived in his house, a fire is gathered in the man's house, and you tell me, say it's not a purposeful act. And we all seen it. But was it seeing Joseph Boakai when the arson case at the Capitol building, and he said it was a group of hooligans? So now I'm embracing the fact that we are going to look for private investigators. Because look, if I tell you this, Prince, if you have proven to me that you don't like me in any given shape or form, once you have proven that to me, I get it at the back of my mind. I am not going to leave myself vulnerable to you to really penetrate your head through me, and it's not going to happen. That's what this United Party are doing. You find out when the man has, when the fire, how I open up to you so much so you can come play something there and use it against me. Then you say, oh, I came to investigate. The people don't want to allow me. No, it's all a game. It's all gimmick. You're trying to trap this man by all means, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But like I said, you know, Joe B knows that he cannot govern this country, my brother. It's just factual now. So he's trying by every means, hook or crook, to just do anything that will incriminate, you know, the sedition, to say, oh, you know what, these are the people that are causing chaos in the country, for which now we are going to go into we are going to go for ECOMOG, we are going to go for interim president, because I know that you can't govern this country. Look, lastly, before I let you come in here, brother, I don't see 2029. And I'll tell you why I say so. JB know, I mean, I wish him long life, I wish him good health, but he knows that longevity inside is not for him. He knows his line is getting shot somewhere, and I'm not saying somebody's going to kill him, no. The health is not on his side, age is not on his side, and this puppy is suffering from early dementia. So he knows that there's no 2029 for him, and he don't even trust those people that are working with him, even his opposition, his assistant, his vice president. He don't trust him. So by all means, there must be some kind of chaos that will will engulf some kind of flame in the country, and then you say, oh yeah, you know, we will go into an interim because you don't trust your assistant, you don't even trust your VP who has no moral. Your VP who has no moral. So at the end of the day, they say, show me your friend, I'll tell you who you are. But this president, man, I think he needs to. I can see some signs of early dementia that's working with him. You saw him when he appeared on the world stage. This popular local Liberians, they're on the world stage, not even Liberians, the whole world, and lie to these people. Where you getting 10 billion from, my brother? But you all that begging China for 3 billion. Where you getting 10 billion from? But you know, I mean, let me let you come in, but it's just too much to talk about. And I don't want to even start with the whole Fonati thing because you can see the conspiracy that is trying to form, but it's not going to go that way, my brother. You can jump in, my brother. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, thank you so much, my brother Leo. Fellow Liberians, help us share and let's have this wonderful discussion. You know, it is sad that in this day, age, and time, that a government that claims that you have the majority or the will of the people, that you will still be planning activities to assassinate your immediate predecessor. And this is something that we are sending out, and we are not even mincing our words. In just the space of 1 week, 2 attempted assassination attempt on the life of President Weah.
Yeah.
And I want to say thanks to seditions who were able to grace the storm and decided to go to the airport. These guys, according to information that we gather, they felt that President Weah was just going to be, you know, just few people are going to be vulnerable. They had already placed snappers at those various locations. They had already placed snappers. They never expected that seditions were going to go in their mass, in their numbers. That was the reason why you saw they deployed police. They deployed different people to stop sedition. So that while, you know, the cry is a kind of bit, you know, light, they can carry on their activities. And that information, we're able to gather that information. And that's why in the space of no time, seditions were able to gather and say, we are going for our political leader because we do not trust the government with the life of our leader. So because of that, those snappers that were posted at these various areas, they could not carry on their plan. You saw how the police were brutalizing people to the extent that seditions were gathered outside of the, how you call, terminal, outside of the airport. And you saw how they were being brutalized, armed police officers. That was the first attempt. But again, I want to say thanks to seditions and peace-loving Liberians who decided that, look, we will not allow this unity party government to do what they planned from the initial. We brace the storm, whether it be a rain, sun, or whatever, to go for our political leader. And because of that, their plan were thwarted. So they decided that, well, since our plan is thwarted on the other side, what we are going to do, we are going to use our people, because remember now, the resident of the former of the president, His Excellency President Dr. George Weah, is not only meant by security officer, private security officer.
Yeah.
There are people of the regime that are also part, or there are securities that are also there and also manning that particular area. So knowing that, yeah, President Weah will come, he will be tired, the next thing at least he will want to rest himself, they decided to play a bomb in that particular room that will be able to ignite fire. Thinking that, yeah, you know, you will be sleeping when the incident happened, and then we'll be able to have our way.
Yeah.
And that was done in his bedroom. And it is unfortunate that the government is playing politics out of this. The life of the former president of the Republic of Liberia, the life of a man who worked for the United Nations, a man who all throughout his life have been able to make sacrifices for humanity. In less than 1 week, 2 assassination attempts on his life. And then the police or the government is playing fun with this thing. Look, these are things that can ignite real war. These are things that can ignite war. Remember that, look, President Weah is not for himself. He is not for himself. President Weah is our property. It's the property of the Liberian people. And what you are doing, you are attacking the Liberian people. Look, this is about President Weah. This is the bold president we are. We know what this government is doing. They thought that we were going to give them a chance to enter that residence so they can play drugs there. And at the end of the day, they come and say, oh yeah, you know, the men get drugs. Look, we are saying this to the international community. Look, you're treating us, we can fight war. War, we can fight real war. Somebody go in your game in our country, they can't function. They go, we can play where we know. Somebody, hey, we give it to you will not even fire it. That the first thing because it's too sophisticated. Look, the government is doing everything to push chaos in that particular country. And the only reason why you see Liberia is what it is because the people who have been attacked is because seditions that have been labeled, that have been ostracized. We decide that Liberia is our country. We will not allow Liberia to slip in chaos and let us be able to maintain. But we are reaching to our elastic limit. Yeah. We are reaching to our elastic limit. And at the end of the day, if the international community who spent such a money to ensure that we have a peace through the help of President we sit down and we think that, you know, and we lead a thing here. Look, if anybody try the war that with they think, look, I want to be very clear. This is not something to play for. President is not the property of he and his family. He's our property. And we see this particular provocation on the part of the government as a direct affront to democracy, to peace. Joseph Nyima Breka, be careful. You people are doing these things. We are looking at you. And the reason why we are doing it is so that the international community can be on record. And in fact, they are on record with all of the attack against their particular political institution. There has not been a single serious statement coming from our international partners. This is what we refer to as a genocide attempt on the group or certain people. On so many occasions, they've done it. These people, they went to West Point, collected a false document and said they go to CDC headquarters. They were running behind somebody. You running behind somebody for on beach. What thing they go do in CDC headquarters is start firing. This is an attempt. We are putting these people on record. This is not the first, this is not the second, this is not the third. Look, my people, the Unity Party have decided that sedition must be exterminated. And look, let me tell you, the first law of preservation is for one to protect him or herself.
Self-defense.
Self-defense. Yeah. We are not afraid to defend ourselves. But we know your plan, Unity Party. We know what you want to do. Look, Joseph Nyima Breka, this particular dementia patient, this man that is evil, that decided to dance with the devil, he has no ability to govern our country. He already feeling. So he's looking for a way so that he can ignite problem. When the problem is ignite, then he can say, oh, but I could not do what I was supposed to do because the people that were causing noise behind me. That's what they are planning. But we will not allow you to continue to trample upon a few group of people, my people. This is the thing that happened in Rwanda, in the genocide. That what Joseph Nyima Breka is driving that country towards. Today, to the extent that if you are a sedition, Prince Charles Johnson will pour NSA people behind you to be hunting you. All of this particular government, that the NSA has now become a torture chamber. And Joseph Nyima Breka, what they did was an international affront to the rights of an accused, torture. And today we are not hearing anything from these international people. Look, we can defend ourselves as Liberians, as citizens. We can defend ourselves. But the only reason why we are a bit patient is so that the world will see these people errors, that it will be clear, that nobody will say, oh yeah, we don't see you. Today, the churches are completely silent on the life and attempt on the life of the former president of the Republic of Liberia. The churches are quiet. Today we are seeing civil society organization. They can't talk again. All of them now they go in, how you call it, sleep. We want to warn Joseph Nyima Breka and his gangster. Once upon a time, there was a Joe Tate. Once upon a time, there was a Joe Tate. Once upon a time, there were people we thought in that country that was untouchable, that you will never touch them. Today, where are they? Graduate Como and your likes. We know your plan. We know what you guys are doing. We know what you guys are getting. But let's say this to you. We have reached to the place that at the end of the day, when we are pushed to the wall, we will defend ourselves. We will defend our democracy. Because you have no hand in bringing this peace that we have in Liberia. The United Party has no hand. They were the one that orchestrated this violence in Liberia. Today, the drugs that we are seeing, look, don't be confused. These people are reporting themselves. That what you see, we see in the drugs. A general say another man say, but when Joseph Newman Boyka told me the time I support him that I was going to be the only man that will have absolute control over drugs business. But how can the other man, Joseph Newman Boyka allowing the man to come in to bring drugs? So I will spare on the man, I will lay a complaint so DEA can go there. So they are reporting themselves. Today the drugs that we are seeing, they are reporting themselves because they are fighting for permanence. These were the people who sponsored Joseph Newman Boyka. Is it excuse to her? These were the people who gave Joseph Newman Boyka money when he was living on loan and was living on people's pockets. These were the people that sponsored him. These were the people. And for information that we have gathered, that drugs that was busted in the how you call it, look, I slipped from my mind. According to the information that we have gathered, that huge quantity of drugs, that Stanton Waterspoon is to some extent involved with it. According to the information that we are gathering, that Stanton Waterspoon is to some extent involved with it. It's very common. We know people can be saying that anywhere and can be orchestrate the movement of drugs in any area. According to the information that we are gathering, that Stanton Waterspoon is where he is involved in that particular drugs incident. That's the reason why you see up to now we have not seen the real faces behind our drugs.
Yeah.
They're playing fun. They got collect some beginning. Let's say now around the play. They say that let's carry them. Because the information that we are gathering is that Stanton Waterspoon is behind it. The vice president of the Republic of Liberia is also behind it. We know what they are doing. We are watching them. And at the appropriate time, we inform our people. Teacher Lai, welcome back. My brother, Will, how are you, Chief?
Okay, so guys, we want to say thanks to all of you for being here. And we are very grateful for the fiery moments that we are on, especially enlightening our people. We are not here to deceive them. The Unity Party folks, they have divided the country into two. If you were to go in Rwanda, it reminds us about the Tutsis and the Hutus. And we think in Liberia here, we have 16 tribes and 15 counties. And of all of that, we have never divided ourselves in this kind of manner that Joseph Boyka has reduced our country to. To find a certain group of people, no matter which one of the tribes you belong to, once you belong to the CDC, they ostracize you, and which is very much terrible. Once you are opposed to them, whether you are in any political party or not, once you are opposed to them, they ostracize you, they undermine you, they do whatever it is. And I remember that the Unity Party, the CPP, came up with its first framework document. I remember I was still on Truth FM, and that framework document they came up with under the CPP, he made it clear there. And Anthony Cole Bangalu, at that time, he was attorney at law, but now he's counselor. They put it in a CPP framework document that the only people who will get job if the CPP were to prevail are people who are visible and are expressly noted to have supported the CPP. That inscription in itself, I told Cole Bangalu, I said, Cole Bangalu, the particular part of this draft document that you have here, that the Unity Party people put it there. I said that clearly. I said that the Unity Party people put that here. We caused all the noise about it, they withdrew it. They said, no, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. That's why it was there for. Those things are not mistakes. Those were their clear intent, their clear thoughts, their belief system. That's what they put there. It's just God that showed it to us. And then they just withdrew it. That the very thing they are using here today. The very thing they are using here today. Your lines must be clear. Friends can no longer sit together. I can hardly go to any ministry or agency to go visit a friend who is working in government. Because I know the moment I'm leaving from there and going, that man, his letter is coming, that he's going to be dismissed. Why? Because he's doing business with Abraham Will. Martina, that I've been saying here by myself. You know how many of them in our involvement ABA take Kobangalu? We met in Ganta at the Bar Convention. He said, ABA, I beg you, man. You can't just lead a puppy business. Kobangalu, and I'm a big brother there. I get big respect for him. He said, man, you can't just lead a puppy. I said, the relationship between you on a different level. So just forget about that whole thing you're talking there. I will not even listen to you. Kobangalu, I'm telling you, yeah. There is somebody I respect so much. Even your lands, mines, and energy minister or women paid. Those are my friends. But I tell you, and I come here around you, and I will never come around you. And I want anything from you. Nothing it is. I will do what I think I can do. I'm confused. Whatever it is, I don't care. But that is what it is, because the moment we go around, you think it's not possible that
are able to express my views, and then we still meet and we are friends. Because I'm talking about them. I never mentioned Ko Bangalu here before, and I'm talking about. And I'm not talking about any of these officials here in a really demanding manner before. No, my focus is on how you governing the country. That's just all we do. Because I believe these people and myself will still meet. They wouldn't receive someone in the color speech from us today because they believe that even if they were to speak to people, saw our number in their phones, they will sack them. That's why they don't even talk to us. And that's why I'm not even calling them to create a call connect for them to see that call log between them and myself. No, it's not going to work. I don't call them. I will not talk to them. It's not a color speech from them. No. I'm not talking to them because I want to save them their jobs. That's why we are not talking to them. So there's things that these people own. And I always told people, and like Prince said, you may touch every other person, but touching George Weah is the last thing ever. Because that man carries with him the hope and aspirations of millions of Liberians. There are people who have practically said they came into politics because of Weah. The day Weah resigns from politics, there will be people will leave from politics. There are people who just say they just came in there because of him. But how many of our own men used to care about Liberian politics in this country? In fact, when you used to talk about politics, at that time you used to say like Liberian politics, that thing you're going outside, we get that. Since we are enter politics, I just see people just entering politics. People entering politics. The young people into politics. You old man into politics. All of them they into politics now because of we are. You think they were not living torment time? They were not living Toko time? They were not living door time? Did they care about politics at that time? But once they felt that the interest of their son is their interest, the one that enters, whatever that matters to Weah is what matters to them. So as a result, they have all gravitated into politics today. There's no other person that will see me. In fact, there's a guy who met me on our law firm stairs, and he just tapped me on the shoulder. God said, "How you doing?" He said, "Well, man, I will pray one day to bring my grandma for her to come see you." Could you imagine? Grandma, he said, "I will pray to see my grandma all day that you should listen to." These other folks, wherever they are today, they have gravitated to politics. They have gravitated to politics because why? George Weah is their interest. And they believe that that man carries along the interest of the Liberian people. That's why they are in it. So if you think you are coming to test George Weah, you're just hurting yourself. You're just hurting yourself because people will fight you. They think you're passing around, acting like you're controlling the country here and there, blah, blah, blah. You're just thinking about it. Look, anybody can march to any police booth in retaliation and say, "We don't want to see any police in the street here today." You really get a police force to spray across Monserrado County. I'm talking about any other area. You don't even have the police force to spray across. In fact, police people will be taking out their uniform to disguise themselves to say me a civilian because I don't want any problem. You just think when people say they want protest that to march to police headquarters? You think people really want protest in this country against police brutality? They will have to march to police headquarters? No, they don't have to. You have your police in the communities. It's just easy. Your police people, they are vulnerable. They are not a police barracks. They are families living in the same communities. I'm telling you, look, I'm not saying that to issue threats, but I'm just telling you the kind of danger you are causing these people. You are making these professional people to look vulnerable. These people, that's why you see some of them, they are very careful. Some of these police officers, they are very, very careful. They don't want to involve themselves into the thing because they say, we will get our family there here. We're not in barracks. There's no police barracks we have here. If you go to the police academy, they're not barracks. They don't have their families there. The only police barrack that we have around here is the one Johnson Street. Very dirty, deserted. It's open. Anybody can enter that Johnson Street area. So what is the police barrack that you putting the people in harm's way? If people really want to protest against police brutality and say today we want to see any police in the street, you're able to really spray across the streets to really stop this or whatever it is. You're not able. You just harming these people. And if you make the police force to appear in a way that the citizens will go against them, Gregory, you will be the cause of Liberia going to war. You're not journalists like us. In Rwanda, they say that journalists, right? In Liberia, it will be the police director that are causing people to go to war. That is bad. You can't hate one man who gave you everything peacefully.
The man who has championed peace in this country. Looking at the election result, that evidently, if he had been challenged, things were going to turn around. He decided to let it go for the sake of the country. Instead of you people now taking on that duty, you people are the duty bearers to even think more about the sake of the country. Rather, you're thinking about, I will want you. You will do they want. Come on with a useless criminal like that, gay, setting a pink lip looking fat, crazy human being like that, setting yourself all talking about, you know the law. You really not a professional person before you talk about even your own police code of conduct. You're not even following it. How they get ready? And if your thinking will be like the way it used to be, you go check the law. What a law? You know law? You really trained person? How sound you are? You are very unsound when it comes to professionalism in this country. You're very terrible. Useless human being like you. You come, you set in this country, you lead in this country to chaos. Putting our gallant men and women in the Liberia National Police into harm's way every day. And just like Liberians are peaceful. You think that every police will happen with that nonsense you can be doing, making the people look ugly? They who took their time go for professional training. And they are coming up, they know about communities' engagements. They know about the responsibility of the community in helping the police to fight crime. They know these partnerships. All they spend all their times here. They don't want even introduce the issue of community policing because that was a network between the police and that of the community. Even in the great United States of America, with the level of sophistication of the police force, they still heavily depend on the community to fight crimes. They hear you are abusing the community, torturing them. Then you sit down there, you think I will be safe? Can't you see the last time a Maya incident between you and the AFL? Who then they were chanting for? The Liberian people were clapping for the AFL, flocking the police people. You didn't see that as a bad sign? You didn't see that as a bad sign? AFL and police in problem. The Liberian people jump on the AFL side. They are supporting the AFL, flocking the police. You don't see that? You didn't see that as a bad sign? How you have reduced the police force to being an enemy of the community? Then you sit there when we are saying it here and there for you to come and listen and conduct yourself. They are saying, no. For some of us, we love this country. And people who will do anything to undermine the interests of this country will go against them. And this is what it is. There is a fact about it. This country is all we've got. And we have nowhere to go. This is where. That's why you see Joshua, all of the things he does. Joshua has investments here. And he will protect it. And the biggest of his investment are the Liberian people. He has invested in them. And no one invests in something and want to see it destroyed. He has invested in these Liberian people when you are playing football. And he will not allow that investment to be destroyed. It's not about property investment. No. It's about what he had always wanted Liberia to be and Liberians to be. You think the man want to come sit down here and can't allow things to come destroy? The last time when they were talking about the VIP launch, when we was coming back to the country, and friends and focus said, we will use the VIP launch. If they don't allow we to use it, we'll break it down. What did we say? We call on my show. Call on the very show and say, look, you tell the Liberian people, we're not supposed to destroy what we have faced because it's our investment. You can't invest in something and destroy it. So you leave them. We'll use the ordinary area and then we can still use it. We don't need to destroy it. We built it. We shouldn't destroy it. How will you destroy what you have built over the years? How will you do that? If you have invested in your child, do you just feel happy to destroy that child? No. George, we were playing football when you were investing in Liberian people, into refugee camps. I remember there was a flyer that I just put up recently where George Weah joined Doe to pay for Liberia's debt. That was as far as Weah's contribution and investment in this country. That's as far as it can be traced. Then you're sitting here today, you think Weah will sit down and allow his investments to go like that? If there's any reason CDC will rise up in this country, it's to save Liberia from further trouble. If there's any reason that will be compelling, at that point now, Weah will not have to sit to allow his people to die. Weah will stand up, and that revolution, he's not going to be part of it because we're going to take him out of it. He's not going to be part of it. That revolution will be meant for the Liberian people to save Liberia in a way that Weah had always wanted it. Then we'll save the country, then we'll come and put him on top of it and say, can't govern the country the way you had always wanted it. That movement is coming. People will fight for themselves in communities. There's nothing you can do about it. There are people who are still rebels and they are living in the communities. If you can get a board maker who is useless, they call himself pastor. There are still people who are still terrible into the communities. They are there. And your very police force that you see here today, some of them will just put their hands on and say, we're not part of the problem here. For us, we're here to go and do our thing. They making it, they unprofessional making it, can't spoil the whole thing. We're not part of it here. You go on with your life. We're not going to stop you. You Ghana will just wash off their hands. And we know them. We tell them, say, just go find place to sit down. We're better to do the thing here. We're not stopping. You just go find place. Don't want them that will wear police gear, all kinds of things. What they call you grab one of them, you just put them in silence. What they call they go by their business. Any one of them that will choose to join the Gregory and Braca police force to come, you grab them, they just put them in silence. That's it. The rest of the other people, you know where to put them. That is how this country, this is where we are reaching with this country. These guys are terrorizing this country. The entire judiciary system is under attack as we speak. That's the most terrible part of it. Because our justice system, all these people, they are part of the justice system. The police, the DEA, you talk about the immigration, every one of them are part of the justice system. The lawyers, the judges, all of them, they are part of the justice system. So if a component or key component of the justice system that deals with crime is behaving in this manner itself, creating crime, perpetrating heinous crimes against people, then where is the justice system? Because they're supposed to be detecting crimes. They don't want someone to be curtailing crimes. They don't want someone to be seeing to it that there's no crime. That's the work of the police force. But if the police itself, that's supposed to be detecting crimes, is now committing crimes, then why do you think the citizens' hope lies? Where do you think? It's just for torturing people. We are sitting here and thinking that this country is on the right path. But whether you're like it or not, God will fight. And God has his own way to fight as well. Whether you're like it or not. I heard I say, oh yeah, Jeremiah couldn't say. I said, that one part you're leaving. Prince Johnson, except Prince Johnson died natural death. Once people did whatever they did, Prince Johnson will fight back. Prince Johnson will fight back, whether you like it or not. This government needs to stop what they are doing. For the sake of the peace of this country, govern. Forget about we are not in your way. We have left your way ever since. The seditions are not in your way. You have taken the speakership. You have, in fact, the whole judiciary now, you are already making unity. So that leader one there. So what really you want again now? Why are you behind these people? You have already captured the entire state in terms of governance. What more you want? You took all the seditions for 10 positions. Nobody fought back. We gave you the presidency with no fight. You came, you started taking people from 10 positions. Nobody fought back. You went into the ministries and agencies. You uprooted all of the seditions. Nobody fought back. Govern. Then you came for, now, what more you want? What really Unity Party wants now? Everything you wanted, you got it. You got at the legislature, you took it. What more do you want? You have 3 appointments that you have done on the bench of the Honorable Supreme Court. What more do you want? Only 2 there now left for you. Only 2 more left. And before we can go again, you may even make 3 more. One more Unity Party really want that they know that they are in charge. You see, this is what it is. I always told people. I said, the effective nature of power is not vested in control. It is vested in respect, dignity, and integrity that people will have. For you can get all the money you want to get. People don't respect you, they don't respect you. You like I said, you won't be president. When people don't respect you, are president. That say, yeah, you know the party that take control of the whole country, the government. Who does they respect? People in the community, they still respect George Weah as the president, with all the control that they have exercised across every arm and length of government. Still, they don't see them as being in charge. They themselves know that they don't stay in charge. They thought about breaking CDC party headquarters down was going to make them feel more superior and be in charge. It don't stay working. So they still fighting. You don't still feel like it's like you get everything you say you want for other people, you get it, you don't stay happy. That's it. That's how God does it. There are people who get money in this country, they don't stay happy. I don't care what they do. But when other people get that money, just small money, they are happy. But you get plenty of money, you don't stay happy. That's how God works. They have control every sector of government and stay angry because they will never be satisfied. Guys, I just wanted to pass that mark. Yeah, to just put something in the head of Gregory Coma and his team and know that they are pushing this country into chaos. And it's very terrible to see the police are supposed to be, trying to prevent chaos and conflict. They themselves are directly perpetrating it. And of course, they are hurting people in the country. That's just all I wanted to say, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Teacher Light. Yeah, my brother Will, welcome again, Mr. Bro. Let's hear from you,
man.
Chief. Yes, sir.
I came straight in and there's no way to talk, man. I enjoy your lecture. I enjoyed it, man. Teacher Light, good evening. And my brother Prince, good evening. I don't know whether it's good afternoon to you there. And Leo, good evening also. You know, we're dealing with like broad time now. So just want to say good evening to all of you. And we are grateful to be here. I also want to say congratulations to President Weah. You know, he was just appointed as the head to fight racism in FIFA. And then the blessing just flew. The first pure black man to win the Ballon d'Or. Immediately they appointed a ministry, another pure black man won the Ballon d'Or. So it was just a blessing that just came along with his appointment. So sometimes you see in life, there are people that can put a whole lot of effort, but still they can be failure. While people can just put less effort and everything just blow out of success. So these things are grace. That grace. People carry grace. And then I want to also commend the Liberian people for the welcome, the manner in which they welcome the president. I think that brought some trauma in the mind of the Unity Party people, especially the rescue puppets and those rescue puppets. I think these things that what we should always do. And the attempted assassination on the president, I can tell people, I said, look, no, you don't make attempt to go after President We Are Live, or else it would be the worst genocide on planet Earth. The one that happened in Rwanda would not even the one that happened in World War I, World War II. Because if you look at Liberia is extremely divided politically. And one of the pricing that many other Liberians depends on is we are, like you said, Prince, is the people property. So you don't make a attempt on that kind of human being life. You try it, even your God, even you, the president, you will die that same day. Because they will go after you in the mansion, there will be no gun that will hold the people. So there are certain things you don't temper around. And then so we got to look at that. And we're noticing that a rape case on that deputy minister at the Ministry of Youth and Sports is just failing away. People not talking about it. That's how these people bury these things. The Unity Party people, they're very good at doing timing. When they see that plenty of news outside and how they just go square, they sweep certain things on the carpet. That is wrong. We should focus on that rape case, and this man need to be prosecuted. But as I learned, they said he left the country. And that's how people look. That's how our country look now. The justice system now is opposite. Before they said justice was blind, but I think they one part justice can see far away now. They get a Unity Party justice that certain people, when you in a Unity Party justice for you, because it happened in the Arson case at the House of Legislature. That other woman who was part of the Unity Party, George Calando, went there and they bailed her. She didn't go to prison. She left. So today they keep demonstrating these things that when it is unity, when our Unity Party people, no case for you, but when you come to the opposition, there's a case. The country is heavily divided and we are on the wrong path. So we should look at that. And I look at a case, just imagine people going to court concerning the Capitol building burning issue, people going to court, people giving people reporting, and people giving voice recording fake, whether it's AI generated or what, and nobody know. And these are evident. And then the judge too doing his part. Yes, Teacher Leia Hipa is a lawyer. I may not go straight into your profession, Chief, but I think some of you lawyers out there, you people are not really professional. Because one of the things that democracy depends on The last resort of every democracy is the justice system, because there where people go for redress. So if that area becoming about to damage, the only last resort for any human being now is to bring war, is to fight back. That has civil conflict come in. That how people go to war, because that's why you have that democracy. The executive implement the law, the judiciary interpret the law, the legislature make the law. So if you can get redress from your judiciary, what do you think will be the option? The option will be civil unrest. So we have to look at that. And there was I listened to Senior Brother Gray, Akaras Gray on OKFM. He did some astonishing revelations that we should be looking at. If some of you get a recording, it was day before yesterday, and yesterday he was with he was with Julia J. All those kind of clips need to be listened to and draw us some points from there. These are astonishing revelations from Senior Brother Gray that many people overlook, but that's what's happening in our country today. So we have to look at that. For the issue of who not sick, who's sick, that one at the business. Me, I don't care for any human being. If I want to pray now, I'll be praying for citizens who don't have anything to eat. I'm not praying for any Unity Party person. I don't waste my prayer. They can pray for they came to rescue. So that one has the business. You sick, you're not sick, then I'm a business. I have nothing to do with anybody sick. VP sick, he not sick, then I'm a business, a woman. The other, the child he made vegetable, also praying how she will come from there. A woman he made crazy before getting the other woman. All of them will look at that. So then I'm a business to pray for evil people. People who work with the devil will deal with them. So that's just the point that I want to scratch. So maybe we'll go in detail with other discussions. But these are the little points that I jot down, Teacher Light. And I want to say good evening again, and I can stop here. Thank you.
Go ahead, Prince.
Yeah, Prince.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. As Teacher Light is between things. My brother Leo, this issue that we are observing in Liberia, Teacher Light brought it up with the issue of rape. We've not even concluded the issue of rape from the Ministry of Youth and Sports with J. Brian McGee. Again, the information that we are gathering, or we've gathered, is that another minister at agriculture has again raped another minor. What is happening with this issue? Why are we seeing all of these things coming up, especially from government officials? What is going on? And from all indication, it seems as if the government is shielding these people. The government is protecting these people. The government is providing cover up for these people, while those innocents' lives are at risk. What is happening, my brother Leo? What is coming to your mind that today under this government, all the things that we saw with the war is becoming now visible? The issue of rape was used during the war as a means of a weapon, another mass destruction. The issue of drugs, we saw it during the war, and all of us know that the Unity Party play a pivotal role in our war. They can be credited to the 14-year of civil unrest, but everything that we saw during the war is happening now. Rape, the proliferation of drugs around the place, violence, disrespect for the rule of law, and etc. Let's hear from you, my brother. What is going on with this issue of rape?
Prince, it's amazing you brought that up. During the Weah's regime, right? All the rapes and killing that was going on, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, citizens are raping citizens." These United Partisans, these United Party guys, they've always been doing this. They've always been. Look, it's just now that the cover is being blown. It's exposing them. But these were the guys doing these things from onset, from day one. Look, Prince, I tell you something. Our country has never been this divided. If it's even trickled down to us in the diaspora. Look, Prince, I tell you something. I was in Philly. A certain lawmaker used to be on my platform those days, on my show. He came on my show and we had a good dialogue, but I just couldn't agree with him. I'm a learn man. I'm a sound man. Look, I'm not going to go into that. But anyway, I went to Philly, and whilst in Philly, somebody told me, say, well, I am a lawmaker like on your platform. Let his daughter there, let his wife there. But this particular lawmaker, he's a sitting lawmaker right now. A Unity Party lawmaker. He will get on his platform and talk trash. So I just took the picture of the kid. I took a picture of the wife and forwarded a text to him. What am I doing? You see, the guys then have so divided the country, knowing that their family, their kids, and other people are away from the country. So they will cause any chaos in Liberia with the hope that, oh, my family not here. But I just said that to say, I said, okay, let me send a picture to him to know that we know where your people are. Gregory, come on, we know where your people are. Any attempt on a judge, we know where to go. But, you know, it's not a threat. I'm just letting you know. So, you know, with the whole rape case, and I told, look, I will let you lie. I was on the same platform. I told you, I said, this particular guy will run away. Probably 3 weeks ago. And you find people like what moral rectitude or Mo Ali has to, look, or Mo Ali who is on a record, on a tip, on record, begging a little girl to kill a child, to abort. If I was to show me your friend, I will tell you who you are. Who is Mo Ali's friend? This guy was called today. But Mo Ali is on platform making a case as to why this man is a moral guy. Are you kidding me? Is that what we've reduced our country to? Mo Ali, you begging a little girl. I want to even believe, I don't even think that probably legal is probably above 18, 19. That is the Unity Party for you. They either raping, they either killing, and at the end of the day, this is who they are. They cannot uncover the shame. That's who they are. You know, Mo Ali, you there talking about, oh, they men are renting from the man, and so that's not who he is. But Mo Ali, look at your own record. You look at your own record. You understand? So these guys have no moral, no value to them. But my only thing is, I'm not stopping you from doing a raping. But you see how our whole judiciary system has been compromised. It's a partisan judicial system now. What we are praying for now, we are just praying to hold the ladder to at least, if that's 6 years, that's 5 years, we'll hold it. But my brother, I don't expect anything good to come out of the judicial system. You see why I had to play with the whole Fonati case issue? They're dragging it. The last court that we are hoping on now, these guys are compromised, my brother. The police are compromised. Even the AFL is compromised to some extent. But you know, last year before I hand over to you, you know, a lady called this show about 3 weeks ago, Teacher Light, and this lady was crying when you played that tip about this guy who was being tortured. I think that day was just a crying day because every female that called that day, they were shedding tears. But a specific lady that caught my attention, she cried. She said, you know what? You know, before the civil war stopped, women gather either at the SKD or somewhere to pray and war stop. So then you find women, it's on record, that are saying if they need be, I will hold gun.
Yeah.
Our country has never been this divided, Prince. Right. For a woman to say, you know what, I'm tired, I will hold gun. This is what Joseph Boyka is doing to us. And it's sad. It's really sad, my brother. Women have gone to the extent to tell you, say, look, I don't even care to send my child on a war front now. I don't even care to send my child to say, you know what, go pick up gun because I must say, your man are picking something. Amen. See what we've reduced our country to. Then you stood on public platform to lie, talking about $10 billion you will be our president. You who begging for money all around. Talking about, say, oh, you attributing how many billion? Not billion, but I told one of my buddies, I said, maybe he's talking about liberty. Liberty. $10 billion, my brother, where it's coming from? Where your budget is not even equated up to that. But that's the country for us. This papa is old, he's frail. He needs to go sit down in some kind of nursing home and sit down. His BP is dying already. My brother, our country is in chaos, my brother. There's an infight right now as I'm talking to you. If I can, I will probably forward something to you, Prince. There's an infight right now that's going on within this Unity Party. If need be, by next week, y'all will see some steam being blown out. It's crazy. Our country is in so much chaos. And as a praying man, the only thing I can do is to pray. But I just want to send a last shout that we know where your kids are living. We know where some of your wives are living. But so you know, I may not be in Liberia, my guy, but I leave it down. I leave it just like that, you know. But slow down. The president is the last person to touch.
And just on a fun note, and today today, yeah, it's just fun, right? Just on a fun note, and as you were just talking about how how to call it, a country, they destroy the country, right? The United Party people. So, here is a classic example of how, in Nima County District number 4, the people are saying, in fact, they are singing the national anthem, and I did post it. In District number 4, Nima County, the guys are saying, "All hail Liberia Hill, all hail Liberia Hill." This, I don't know, this destroyer lane or something. But just listen to it.
It's destructive law.
That whole school. That's why the country.
Teacher, let's play. Let's listen to it.
Let's see. Wow. This destroy land of Liberia.
Our national anthem.
But it Nima is very noted for plenty things from students.
You know what I'm saying? They even said this. They destroy the land.
And teacher light.
They say all things to rise up and destroy the land. Oh, hail Liberia, hail, oh, hail Liberia, oh, destroy the land.
Destroy the land. That District 4, like United Party District.
Sure. Teacher light, what the students are saying here is the actuality that is happening in Liberia, especially in Nimba. If you can recall, the people of Nimba for a very long time has been crying on the issue of this concession with the AME, how you call AML, the Ashland Metal Liberia Limited. The Ashland Metal Liberia Limited went into an agreement that they were going to do XYZ, the social corporate responsibility of the Ashland Metal, to the people of Nimba. As I speak to you, you are listening to Nyan Twine. That is now the loom man, so to speak, that is fighting for the people of Nimba, that this particular company must be able to live according to the social corporate responsibility. As per the social corporate responsibility, look at these students. Ashland Metal, $1 billion company operating in Liberia, should have a social impact, impacting the lives of these children. You're looking at the school building, you're looking at them. But these children are not benefiting, but rather it is few group of people. So for them to say, this destroy your land, they are right. Because their parents are exposed to chemicals that some of them may not even live according to their parent age or to reach their parent age, because this particular construction company that is operating in Nimba is operating at the detriment of the people, and the people are not even benefiting from it. Right. The vice president who claimed to love the people of Nimba, this is a man that will assemble few group of people to go in Nimba, to go have how you call fun time with the company, and now look at the issues that is affecting the people. So the children are right when they say this destroy your land of liberty. Joseph Numa Brecker is destroying the land. This old man was brave enough to go to Nimba and say, since 1822, the good thing that happened to Liberia, the Ashram Meta.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a place where the people do not even have good clinics, that this company is not even living up to the social corporate responsibility? But Joseph Numa Brecker will say the best thing that ever happened to Liberia is Ashlam Meta. But these people have abandoned their responsibility. So this is not strange for the children to be saying, look, God speak through people. Teacher light, God to speak through people. These things that the children are saying, oh, hill, and you can see the principal standing there. If I the principal standing there, oh, hill, Liberia, hill, oh, hill. This destroy your land of labor. Look, the land under Joseph Numa Brecker is destroying the future of these children, teacher light. These children do not have teachers. In fact, there are 3 teachers in that particular school for information that we got. Let one of the teachers stand here. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
3 teachers. So when the children was three teachers. So when the children said this destroy your land of liberty, it means that under Joseph Numa Boyka, this particular government is destroying their future. Look at these children.
Yeah.
That mistake down there, teacher, like that thing, that mistake. That look, the children are speaking. God is speaking through these children, like God spoke through that particular prophet that you interview. God is speaking through these children that the nation is destroying, and it is destroying with drugs. Look at what is happening with the drugs, the proliferation of drugs. So for the children to say this destroying land of liberty under Joseph Numa Boyka shall all be ours, they were right. Because everything is happening disrespect to the rule of law. Joseph Numa Boyka has absolutely no respect for the rule of law.
Are they saying shall long be ours or shall not be ours? Which one?
Well, I think basically it shall not be ours.
That means enough for them.
This destroy the land of liberty. But in other words, we can also say shall long be ours because you are destroying it. But at the end of the day, we'll take it from you.
Yeah.
This is the reason why His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh is coming back. Nothing can stop it. Now, these children, they are not your normal politicians to say where they are politicians, they're using what we call rhetoric to sing. And the normal school activity here you see also. They think that the people can sing every day. That normal school activities. The children are seeing how their lives is being destroyed. Their parents who used to come here yesterday, at least things were not 100%. But when the parents coming home, they come in with some kind of lekene, with some kind of toffee, with some kind of pepper me. They are seeing their parents crying. Teacher light. What do you think these children will say? These children are witnesses of how their parents have been treated, have been taken for out of job. How Nimba Kante is being ripped of the resources, and they that are supposed to benefit, they are not benefiting. Look at these children. Look at their account. Look at how they are looking. When you have $1 billion company operating in that particular place, parents cannot even afford. The place is with our teacher, 3 teachers in a particular school. 3, just 3, 1, 2, 3 in the normal real 3. That 3 teachers, all these 3 teachers, they're teaching all of the subject, math, science, everything they're teaching it. So for these children to say they destroy your land of liberty, definitely this land of liberty shall forever be them. But my fear is, teacher light, when I say that every day, what I really worry about is the kind of country that President His Excellency will inherit in 2029. What is happening, teacher light? It is sorrowful. You listen to Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, who told us when she was leaving that the country economy was in a complete, how you call, in fact, it was in a total disarray. She said it. It was in a complete disarray. She turned over a country to President that there were absolutely nothing for President to start from. Even though Joseph Numa Boyka then were giving the money, and Joseph Numa Boyka said it, that they destroy the land. In other words, they squander the opportunity. President was able to take on a country that the opportunity of the Liberian people was squandered, but he was able to set it on track. And again, we have taken this country and turned it over to this particular 87-year-old man who has no plan for the people of Liberia. And what is happening? The road is being destroyed. All of the parks was built by President. Yes, sir.
At this school, there were several observations with the exception of that, right? The guys are saluting and then hosting a flag. I don't know. I didn't see any flag, but they are hosting a flag and singing the national anthem at the same time. Then when they came to the pledge, instead of them even saluting the most, they raised their hands up just as somebody praying. I don't know where they took that one from, whether it is part of it. I went to I don't know whether that was part of our salutations. How do we do a chest, wide cross chest, or something like that, hand cross across our chest?
Teacher life.
Salutation. In fact, we used to sing the national anthem. That's attention. Without but we used to host the flag with salutation.
Right? The flag, your hand on the chest.
Teacher life.
Yeah.
That Nima Kante full of all kind of screen things when it comes to those small students, You don't been following Nima Kante very well. Now they see Nima Kante, they had a debate that the girl was saying that all kind of things, all kind of video can come from that place, That place is another place in our Liberia.
Your future, your mission, your intention.
Yes, that I simply, even the principal never even knew what to say. That place is a strange place.
All right, so our national anthem, right?
destroy the land of liberty shall not be hard. Huh? The amount of people speaking that way, what they were called what they were called stormy. And you see, teacher light, you see how Joseph Newman Boyka damaged the education system. Look at
where Ebi Terete from
What? It remind me of how you call Adon Hello. What?
Very strange. I said that
Teacher, like this thing is very strange. This is damaging. Teacher, like though, this speaks volume of the education system under Joseph Newman Boyka. You know the Nazi regime, right? Adolf Hitler regime. How they can salute. This is to tell you how these people are destroying our country. This is serious. Our nation is in a complete paralysis. Our nation is so. The value of our nation has completely been destroyed by Joseph Newman Boyka and people. Look at the children singing, and the real thing the children singing, and yet the principal, in fact, he happy. They all men, I said 3 teachers, 1, 2, they men happy for the children to be singing. They were customer and destroying our nation. Then we set it, blood teacher light. We finish. What do you expect when the teachers in that town said no, they ain't get paid? The parents then will put small money together and give it to them. The government have neglected that place. What? They're raising their hand up. My people, they think in a joko. Imagine one of the richest countries in the Republic of Liberia as far as the concession is concerned. Can you imagine, teacher light? And these children are singing national anthem like this. They were straw man. You see that kind of thing here? You see that kind of, and the teachers they're standing right there. So if this student can be singing that national anthem like that, they were straw man. Imagine what they are even teaching them. By profession, I'm a teacher.
You know,
got degree.
Praise my brother, the people, you know the people, the Nibalians have been crying to divide the country, right? I think they are forming a republic.
Wow.
I think they are forming a republic. But you see the guys' hands in the air. When was the last time we reciting a pledge and people start are they praying? What are they doing, my brother? This is different. I've never seen this. When I was in pre-K, when I was in kindergarten, we were taught to put your hands on your chest to recite the pledge, my people. And I see you guys' hands in the air to. This is a different republic. Because this cannot be happening in Liberia. What are we seeing? What are we seeing, my brother? This
Liberia.
Go ahead.
Destroy this land of liberty. Destroy this land of, and that is what is happening. If these people can be raping ministers, can you imagine a minister can be raping 14-year-old and not destroying their land of liberty?
Mm-hmm.
If Joseph Newman Boyka will bring police on the street, former president coming and decide to intimidate them, fire live bullets, is this not destroying the land of liberty? If in just the period of less than 1 week, 2 assassination attempts on the former president's life, is this not destroying the land of liberty? But this is just to tell you how very sad our education system is. Look at the level of the University of Liberia. Since this government took over, things has just been in a complete disarray at the level of the university. The place is closed. Everywhere people are crying. What can we point to, my people, on this man's life. My brother, bro, this thing is serious. What do you think? Hearing these students saying this thing, destroy the land or liberty shall not be our. Then you hear children saying they walk or storm. My brother, they say play they raising their hand up like this. My brother, bro, where are we?
Yeah, you see, Prince, let me tell you something. One of the major problems of Liberia is many people don't have solid educational foundation. Anytime you see a nation, I can always tell people, the beautification of a nation. If a nation is beautiful, if a nation is ugly, if a nation is a little bit beautiful, it has to do with the mindset of the people. The America you live today, the France that I live, the reason why those countries are beautiful is because the people are well educated and their mindsets are beautiful, and so it will be manifested in their environment. If you look at our generation today, even when you check on Facebook, you will see all of these kids just get phone. Even when you write something for them to read, they insult you. If you click on their profile, you go see that somebody who you can feed for the rest of your life, of their life. But they can be insulting you. It's because they are not properly schooled. In fact, the entire Liberia, there is no home again in Liberia. In fact, the parents, 90% of the parents in Liberia, there's a breakdown in the home. There is no home training for many of the young people. Then when they go to school, there is no good teachers to get those people educated. So we have a total disarray. You see what happening there in that place? It's just a display of ignorance. I said, look, Nima County, there are a lot of videos that always come from that place that can be funny from students. So people need to learn to in that place. In fact, it covers the entire country. Do you know today, one of the biggest institutions that the late godfather of Nima built, which is Prince White Johnson University, that play close. They play close. They were on the air, the other young men were on the air who went to defend Kun on one of the local stations. They were asking about that place. He can't get any good thing about it. So the education system in our country damaged. And that's why, for me, if you ask me, they said when they were bringing the other woman at the UL, and they said, oh, she about to come, she will do this, do that, I start to laugh. Do you know the university we attended in this country, in a Western country, the people budget more than our whole country, it triple, 20 times. University budget at 20 billion. You get a whole country, our country budget at 3 billion. You talk about you keep running a university in Liberia, and you talk about people talking about 300,000, 400,000. They were all making muff. And they said, President, we have free tuition policy was a knee-jerk one, according to their propaganda. But that policy ran for the entire 6-year President we was there for, and it put up hundreds, thousands of Liberians benefited from it. Today, they cannot even open school. The university stay closed. They are seeing some SUP students. In fact, that my first time to see SUP now, the female all talking. And you saw the female there talking. They say they get SUP female, don't want to can chop that no one business. I don't know where they come from. So I say, yeah, that God punishing these idiots. All the people God punishing them because we don't appreciate good people. We don't. Somebody come, something you advocated for years. They give you free tuition. What you supposed to do was to appreciate, then you push that person to do more for you. But in fact, we are the hated the most. So all of these things, my brother, that just the foundation of our country is damaged. That country you see, that country they call Liberia, our country, it needs a total rebranding. I can tell them, I can lie to you. That country needs total rebranding because that country is sinking gradually, especially under these kind of people that call themselves rescue. Can you imagine people who came to rescue themselves? They say they came to rescue a country. Hey, that's why I asked you somebody before somebody talking. Can you imagine a country that is dominant with young people take the whole country, say the whole village say they're hungry. They get the college so your young people to go farm, they get a college to 89-year-old human being to go make farm to come feed the young people. That's why I brought it to Waka. They took our only college in the village. They say they give it to 89-year-old men to go make farm to come feed us because we're hungry. What about we young people there? You left the young person and give it to 89-year-old man. That country, that whole country will get stranded. That's why we in, Prince.
You are right. You are right. That's why we say we are afraid. We are deeply, deeply worried the kind of country that President Weah will take over. Because what we saw under the regime of President Weah, there were massive improvement in all of the sectors. You talk about the education sector, you talk about the health sector, and etc. But today, these things are retrogressing and retrogressing with lightning speed or with the speed of sound. Look at this kind of thing. Imagine when President Weah take over 2029. What he's starting back from square one. But again, Teacher Light, I think it's important that we take our people. We have to hear from our people. So we turn it over to you from your end. But this is scary. Yeah. And a different uniform on the trail. So other people get green. So other people, yeah, my people.
It's a lawless school. Nobody care. Nobody care. You see the other men put a bow bear on the floor. I remember back in the day when we were in school, before we go for devotion, we can carry our bow bags in class. Then we scam now. But they won't put it on the floor. So tell me, the mayor, now when you get big, you may say the mayor, he will not see die and then leave. He will stay die to be normal thing. That's why all of the cities in our country dirty because the same group of dirty species grew up to become boo-boo human being and in authority. So they kind of men you may say the mayor for Sani Kwele Libe. Sani Kwele will just be dirty. Yeah, in there. They both bear on the floor. He care less. And the principal sitting there, the principal cannot even instruct him to say, no, carry your book in the class. So the principal is as bouffon as the man, the young man, that the country will find ourselves in. You see that kind of man? You think that kind of country can make progress with that kind of generation? Prince, we are in serious trouble in Liberia, people taking it for joke. No correction whatsoever. Yeah, the principal sitting there, the man put a boat right on a doorstep floor. He came to a point. Liberia.
What? Destroy the land of liberty shall long be ours. This is scary. And these are children that are sinking. The very fabric of our nation, the generation. These are people that God speak true. When you hear they think they saw their children sinking, that's what Joseph Numa Boyka is doing. He's destroying the land. That's what he is doing. When it comes to the rule of law, he is destroying. He has no respect for the rule of law. Okay, you torture people, and at the end of the day, you will want to use the court system to think that you can be able to twist these people arm. After torturing the person, I say, oh, no. Even with all the medical doctors' report, somebody said, I say, no, but nobody torture. We can still proceed with the case. Where are we going? Teacher Light?
And Prince, you look at it, the principal there probably he doesn't even know that particular national anthem, because if he knows it, he was going to correct it. He doesn't know that the country we have, terrible country, Liberia. Sometimes when I think about Liberia problem, tanko. In fact, looking at the old lapa, when the lapa very old, tear, then you want to sew it. When you go sew to the other place, then you can boss again. That's Liberia looking complicated nation. Look at the whole generation. What do you think they want to can vote for? They will vote good. They just go to the land.
You are muted. You are muted, Teacher Light. You are muted.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you. So let's just interact with the public quickly. Prince, bro, Leo. I want to say thank you guys so much. And yeah. All right. So let's get to the lines and interact with our callers briefly. Hello, how are you doing? The rape issue we talked about the police brutality and things threatening we as existing. We could undermine the country and the security of the state. And I'll end up with a bit of fun from this video right here. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, fine. Please go on quickly.
Yes, sir. I wanted to please locate where the news headquarters is at.
Well, no, the temporary one is in District 8.
Yeah, the me area we want to get there tomorrow, or you locate all the station, one come to you to the station there, but ever go tomorrow.
Yeah, you come Front Street and ask for Israel C or ask for St. Andrews. You'll find it here. Thank you.
Front Street, eh?
Yeah, Front Street. Just get to them. You'll find it here.
All right. Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You need to find people who get carried down for me. I tell a chancellor until he left the country. So when they try, we are. I was just for the second time on it. I can close my eyes just much as you put it back together. So we just with you. One day when they made a mistake, will correct a mistake for me, I was sorry for. Yes, no. I was on 3 years in the faculty while I joined NPFL. I told my training in Bozana that you put me. So I finished in the now after one. But when you see my body, then I stay small. So they did the track we are. They did the try is I was tell record. They play one for my hair. I was done it by.
Wow. You see, Oma, she's telling you something that she was there before. She did hold it. She said she's
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you are back calling from Johnson.
Yeah.
Now, thank you very much. I want to see the last day. And then attempt to now the election year. I want life, I want blood and sweat, everything inside because I was children fisher. 185 years when they come to for fun, when they useless old men and they rule the country, they useless slave. At that time, I will not open, welcome with one another. We can't each other no radio yet, but now I want that we protect it. When the people see that, so that's on the now they will play with the election for people that you are listening to me. You know, all parties they are just listen to me. And you are saying that you will play with the election so that's on the now. You the way you're demon all the secretary error. They will work for you. And the other people, you are the good people you are listening to me tonight. So that's on the now election. When you think that you will join them, you know, and then you play with the election, yeah, just on your uniform. And just find your way across the border with your family or else. Why for all during the war 1990? Why I'm able to go in uniform, running away from the barrel shopping? They say I'm not under there because Chancellor rebel took their own error. It must be joking. Because while we're happy in Morocco, yes, the police will show their uniform, the army will show their uniform, everybody will show their uniform because we now go through and stop only the women there. They're going to take it at the police and then I will pass through areas and we're going to go. And we'll make sure that we'll check the part of the country to take our country back. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. And what are you doing?
Yeah, hello, Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're taking. But you're taking here. They do what they don't have to effect. So I have the same calling. They put out the thinking to the belly, parallel color. That's this was finished. Our honor father say that small car. Yes, 30 days pay. If 30 days pay, they get 30 bucks. They all put up for 20 places. They follow the car. When they see the car, that's the time they start saying the tear gas. When they say the tear gas, they don't pay. I want to say our brand. They won't do it. They don't use the party. That's very wrong. But they must try. Nothing wrong. Mulano. Uti na wakuti. Na wa uti na ame. Le waka. Le pasika moye. When they pay on a shot. Nobody will I get over here. I want that just go. What will I believe? So we say the whole time. The better than we talking. So we can't go to school. That is talking. That is what after one person. Everybody got it. Don't funny, I think I'm about to be the funny one.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you so much. The mothers are speaking, and we are only telling Joseph Bogan and his team to govern. They have captured every sector of governance, and so let them just govern. Let them just forget about what it is. I don't know what more they are looking for, but they have to just govern and forget about it. Stop aiming at people who are remaining to be peaceful. And what are you doing?
Awesome.
Yeah, Mommy. Let's hear from you, Master.
Thank you. No, my son. Before we were blind, when they came, our son do. It must be your card here to the military people. They feel they country for them alone, but for everybody. And we'll tell Boka you met us in our country. You are from Freetown, not on Liberia. They just force you on Liberia to be a president. And you keep your government, you will do everything possible that we can buy for $10. I mean, $20 for $10. We will buy $5 for $10. You keep the rest of the people, so you're not resting, will go anywhere, you go after Liberia. When go to work for a political leader. But we tell you, here, and we tell you, we are that Bible you put on your arm, put it now, put it outside. Talk it as well, because we will not relent. We will not relent and let people feel they get everything that they social. We will tell that the kid door. When they care, do I can wear blind. But that time around, and the thing they can try, President, we are our own, our heart, they will be joking. That day, they go to back on that day. And they try, hey, if we are looking at them, we are mother who's speaking, and we say it, and we'll care, and they will care off. They want to know all the airports, they get the best way, and they will get the best way. So that day, when they try, the president for a man and something, and they try what election, and they put them without warn you. But your own are talking and go. You want to take something, and see you put having a people in the street. That day, it will be a bloodshed. So what do you say? Just tell them to get for them, and better for us, okay, for our year. So you get ready for us. As to get what we got today. Maybe you're saying you get to them in a fair. I'm not a fair. You bought in the politics, we the politics now. We're not a fair no more. We're not a fair no more. What was there? You get to a man, so there you are now. You get someone you other people. So we tell you to your camp here. We're telling you what is to get. First, I'm going to be the last for somebody. If you win. But people, you'll be your way to the people and say you're posting. And my brother, let's get out of content with. That day, chicken will not late, Papa will not late. Thank you.
So we can only stop with our mothers for tonight. I think that where we can stop for tonight. Thank you guys so much. Everyone else will express themselves the best way they can. And Prince and of course, bro, I have a long way to go as well. So we can all part ways now. It has been quite a great time being together. Thanks so much to Leo as well for being here. So but next week we're going to be back here, God willing, with all we can. Let's keep praying for our country. And the duty of maintaining the peace and security of this country resting solely on the shoulders of the government. We are just trying his best. But there will come time when the government fails to understand that the shoulders, on his shoulder, rests the peace of this country. And the citizens will say, it's not for us to beg, it is for us to request for it. And that request will be too dangerous and disastrous. You are hearing our mothers talking already. Folks, thanks to you for everything. I wish you a pleasant weekend. And bye-bye.
You know to sleep at night. You to protect us, even when we